It's a homecoming for him. He spent a decade here with the Clippers. Here's Reggie Jackson. Floater over Zubac, no good. And Paul George, 33. Kawhi Leonard, 32. Entry pass, Zubac. Missed the shot from Jordan. And rebounded by George. Westbrook, who joined the Clippers late last year, played 21 games in the regular season, was outstanding in the playoffs. That's in driving, lost his footing. And a steal by Leonard. Tried to save it. And now 3 from Strawther is good. He's winning the championship week from tonight at home against the Lakers, the team they beat in the conference finals. Clippers will start things against the Blazers here on Wednesday of next.
He is. Watson is outside of Peyton Watson. Other draftees have been 4 or 5 years in college, 3 years in college.
Leonard on the bench. And all elite level coaches in that as well. Strawther leads the team here in the preseason in minutes and points, averaging 19 a game. Goes to Denver. First few games for the Clippers. Lots of intrigue for a variety of reasons we'll talk about a little bit later. Reggie Jackson gets the inbound, disappears, and then reappears behind it. It wasn't too long ago that the halls were filled with chants of Reggie, Reggie, Reggie. Clipper fans will never forget his contributions for the last few years. Paul narrative for a team that has championship aspirations. Fade away for George, no. Westbrook with the rebound, goes up against his one-time teammate in Reggie Jackson. How about a beat? Full steam ahead for DeAndre, blocked by Zoo. Wants a whistle, not going to get it. Clippers looking to run. George dissects the lane, scoop to the rim, covered it. Fires in the corner. But certainly those numbers that I mentioned, and certainly the half-court casing and the movement, the off-the-ball movement, has been a real focus for the Clippers here in the preseason. Paul, 4:22 to play, rapidly moving first quarter. Hunter Tyson checking in. Watson strong drive. Local kid went to Long Beach Poly, went to UCLA.
Sooner than later. All right, thank you, Brandon. There you go. Brandon Boston Jr. He'll be back, guys. He's coming back.
He'll be back. He's positioned, and he didn't have a lot of three-point opportunities. He does have a bit of a touch from out there. To the same high school as the Folger Soldier. Jim Jackson coming in. Rebound collected by Zoo. Gives to Highland. Nice pass to Covington. Better defensive play there by the rookie, and it's a 3-on-1 power play. Jackson calls his own number and leaves it in. One-time teammate Reggie Jackson.
And the challenge with every team that's won a title is how do you come back and kind of get that focus, have the continuity. So it could be interesting to see how this team starts the season.
Turnover Clippers, there's 7. Hunter back the other way and lays it. It's funny,
to repeat, or a favorite to repeat.
Well, I thought it's funny. In the West last year, no one talked about Denver. Like the pundits, they were in the finals last year.
Who were?
Denver, Miami.
Okay, so neither one were talked about in regards to
playing tonight. Healthy scratches. We heard from Brandon Boston. Now was kind of getting right with a knee injury, although not expected to be a long-term situation. 7 to shoot. Reggie felt that he was open, fires it up, misses short. Westbrook, a one-man fast break, swooping in.
PG's calling for the mismatch right now in Gillespie.
Fakes, fires, leaves it. Attempt there by DeAndre Jordan for the rebound, but it goes back to the Clippers. Westbrook. Batum for 3. Got it. And Batum signs his order.
That opens up the middle. You run to the corners. That opens up dribble penetration if you get it back off of a pass on the fast break.
Turnover Clippers. Watson the other way on the flyby. Able to finish stronger. Has not been shy. David Adelman, head coach, acting head coach for Denver, filling in for Michael Malone, had told him after a game, don't get used to this. We're not going to be calling it.
Big 3 did not disappoint in that first half. So we mentioned at the top of the telecast, if you're just joining us, Michael Malone is not here at the game tonight. When Michael was under the weather and has been an assistant now for 7 years with Denver, he's the acting head coach tonight as Terrence Mann connects.
Jokic walked by at halftime down the hallway. He had his, must have been his daughter on his shoulders.
Here's Holiday for 3, no good, and it's rebounded by Mann. Watson with a step through and the lay-in.
That's what you hope.
But, they need to fill to be with that second unit. Add Justin Holiday. We mentioned in the first half is there's a foul on Jackson.
In the league, We were talking before the game. I think he's 30
chips with Golden State. It's now his 11th season in the league. He went to school at Washington.
these things, and again, unlikely that he's going to get those out. Teach.
So a technical foul was called.
And nothing like the Garden, as you well know.
A lot of people curious about.
Made some good additions. Grant Williams. They have a shot, and I don't anticipate.
Terrence Mann had a good start to his career with the Clippers. Important player.
Bench and scoring last year, I think 17 a game, and the Clippers have a lot of good players. Is that he fits out there. He doesn't look out of place. He doesn't look out of control. Looks like he knows what to be so good for a young player like Strawther.
Played in a lot of big games in college. 3 years at Gonzaga. Let's check in with Roz with more.
Yeah.
The three-point line deeper at this level. Jalen Pickett knocks it down. Another rookie. Pickett was a second-team All-American last year and then was the second pick rather, in the second round.
It's going to be such a tight conference. I mean, really, I think at the end of the thing, there'll be one game separating potentially
step. And then you wonder about, the Lakers as Zubats gets the dunk.
Fans are going to love it. Vegas, that's where the Summer League is. That's where this championship is going to be. I think that's only the two teams that are in the finals. We'll get to that. Need to figure out where he best fits. But from a standpoint of, does it make him better? Yeah, I mean, it's Warriors are. I was there. The high
that list we just showed you was traded in the most recent transaction, as the three is off the mark by Moon. Going to Milwaukee, we touched on in the first half the Drew Holiday side of that deal, as the basket counts for Braxton Keno.
Is that it gives Milwaukee something to go to offensively, right? And as great as Holiday is as a player and was, cover up if Lillard gets beat on the dribble. But what he does is, much like the team we're watching now, even though they're not playing, Jokic and Murray.
76. Regular season starts a week from tonight for Denver against the Lakers in Colorado. And the Clippers will. Phoenix had a disappointing finish to the end of the season, losing to Denver, getting blown out at home in Game 6. Really similar to getting blown out.
Be a good enough point guard. They don't really have a traditional point guard. Some questions there, but they're a really talented team.
Three-pointer goes.
Yeah, they draw it up in the timeout. Hunter Tyson knocks the shot down.
Here's Moon. And another high-arcing shot, this time right at the rim. Different teams. Here's Gillespie as it poked away by Covington. So for Denver not to repeat.
He's playing big minutes, not fouling out, not turning the ball over, getting his own points for his teammates.
Because that's obviously an individual award, and it's how you take care of your body over the course of the season. How you manage your minutes.
He's got his shirt off. He's racing horses. I don't know what else he's doing. Honestly, we're laughing about it, but that's what it takes ever at enjoying what you do. And you think that's easy to do? I couldn't do it. I mean, a lot of people can't do it. Successful. You step away from it, and Jokic clearly does that. And his end of the season interview after
he said Jokic is a good teacher, and when they're on the court, he does take moments to teach the younger players.
You're right. He just looks like a guy. I don't know him, but I'd love to know him.
So you're telling me, since you said you found it.
Oh, but I would have a better shot. I mean, maybe in Serbia too. I tell you what, you got to think about what might go wrong. It's just that, right? It's the other way most of the time, Dave. Most of the time, guys have the inflated numbers in the regular season. They get to the playoffs and they can't do it. They seem to like each other. They seem to not care if one has 30 and the other has 20. And they make each on something really interesting, which is if you're going to be an elite top 10 player in the NBA,